Joining us now to talk more on redefining the girl child is the director, Poshe School, Ronkeposh Adeniyi. Good morning.
Posh.
Good morning.
Thank
Good
you
morning.
for
Nice to
joining
see
us.
you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me again.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Now, like we have rightly pointed out, the girl child is made to face several adversities with a kind of society that is termed patriarchal. But then when we say we want to redefine the girl child, what point or what aspects are we looking at?
To be honest, with the girl child, we've seen some changes. We can't say a lot hasn't changed. But when he was reading, I was very grateful, or speaking, I was very grateful to see that he said gradually. So the change that we see is there, but it's very gradual. So say, for example, the girl child now goes to school. But then she goes to school, she does her master's, her PhD. But subliminally, right there, the parents still want her to just get married to the rich man and stay at home. The rich man would say, I will take care of you and stay at home. So she's confused. Am I supposed to go to school, I'm empowered, and get this great job at the table of success? Or am I supposed to stay at home and pick the beans and do the school run, and that's just what I'm supposed to do? Which way? So whilst they're being empowered, there's still this string, there's this thing that you should be at home. I want to come and do omugo. I want you to marry the rich man. I want you to stay at home. So that empowerment, we still need to do a lot more when it comes to that.
All right. I like the use of the word empowerment, because that is where it even starts in the first place. That self-esteem, that confidence of the fact that I went to school to study medicine and I should be practicing medicine. Even if I'm married, I went to school to study law, I should be practicing whether in the courts or anywhere as the case may be. So when it comes to that, when it comes to that empowerment, how should we approach the girl child in empowering her? Because that is where it starts, not from the man. And
should it be just those that went to school? How about those who didn't go to school?
Yes, we have to speak more. We have to go into, I'm a member of many societies where we go out and we speak so that people can know that the girl child is able. She's able to do. So even where she goes to school, we also need to ensure that parents also empower the girl child. The expectation of many parents is for that girl child to marry this rich man and keep the rich man at home. And even these days, you find on Instagram, for example, this Kaya Mata thing that is going on. It's still this girl child. They are using it to hold the rich man. They don't, a lot of them have graduates. When you look at them on Instagram, they're saying, oh, use Kaya Mata to hold the man, to get the rich man to do this.
What is Kaya Mata?
Oh, should we go there? It's a bit early.
But you also like to know.
Okay, Kaya Mata is a sexual enhancer, and it's originated from the north. And you know, there's a polygamous society. So they use it as a sexual enhancer. And
is it close to what people call copnomy in the south part of the south?
No, I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh, okay, maybe it's the same thing.
Probably, but they're usually herbs and they're natural products. But now we have on Instagram what we call mamalawus. You know, we used to have babalawus. Now we have mamalawus, and they sell these products to married men, to students, to get the rich man, to hold the rich man down. So creams, charms, blue eyes, all sorts of products, you know, to hold the man. Now, if this lady is empowered and she has a job and she can do her job and she's bringing money in, mind you, when she brings money in, the man is intimidated if the money is more than his own. You know, the issues are so many. So if she's supposed to be the doctor and she's going to work and she has the support of her family and her husband, what's the problem? But they don't want that. That's not really what we want. We want them to use these products to hold the rich man, stay at home, cook beans, pick beans, make eba in the kitchen. That is still what we want for the girl child, even when she's educated. All right.
Ronkeposh Adeniyi, let's leave it here, but this discussion will certainly continue because there are so many aspects of this that we need to make people understand. Okay. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Joining us now to talk more on defining the girl child is the director, Poshe School, Ronkeposh Adeniyi. The posh.
Yes. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, the girl child is in focus here.
Yes.
And the world over, not just Nigeria. That discourse is on the burner right now. If we have to change the narrative, where should we start from?
We should start from the homes.
Okay.
Yes, it should start from the home. Even in the homes, the girl child is oppressed, especially when she has brothers. The parents need to understand that there should be equality. That's why we have a lot of debates and controversy about feminism. And there's a lot of confusion. A lot of people don't even know the meaning of the word. It should start from the home. The children should be given equal responsibilities. The boy child should also cook and clean in the house. He shouldn't be waited upon. So we should treat our children the same way right from the home.
Can we ever achieve this equality that we have been pushing for, like you rightly mentioned, feminism, talking about equality? Because when you look at our religious and cultural biases, it seems to be a major challenge.
It is a major challenge. Religion doesn't help, culture doesn't help. But I tell people that culture and religion, they were created. They can be tweaked. Culture is not supposed to control us. There was a time when if a woman's husband should die, they would shave her and make her stay at home, even if she can't feed herself. But now we see a shift, that she can come out in less days. I don't know how many, depends on the culture. She can do certain things. My point is, we can move, we can change. Culture shouldn't sabotage us. When something is not working, we should be able to do something about it, not just be held ransom by culture and religion.
All right. Now, there are so many rhetorics when it comes to giving the girl child an edge when it comes to the status quo right now, because it looks like the boy child is here and the girl child is down here. So moving her upward, at least let there be some semblance of equality like you were talking about. But the way it is carried out now, it looks like there's a battle of the sexes, men against women, female versus men. Why is it so? Because if that is the approach, then certainly it might not get the desired result.
The scale will tip the other way. Then the girls will be over-empowered. And then we'll be saying, empower the boy child, empower the boy child. You know, because now you find that a lot of the women that are even intimidating men, even in marriages, the minute you find that a woman is earning more than the husband, she dare not say it outside, because, you know, the world is going to think, what kind of man is that? You know, the man that drops the children in school, they'll be wondering, does he not work? Even if he's working from home, even if he has the flexibility, there's just this perception of what a man should be doing and what a woman should be doing, and we really need to correct it. Yes.
All right, let's look at the challenges now. We talked about educating the woman, empowering her, and looking at the aspect of the mind. Because if the lady does not, or the girl child does not understand or see herself as being, empowered or needs to be empowered, she wouldn't move or tend to move in that direction. Is that also another point? How do we deal with these issues of the mind? You know, breaking that mindset that, you know what, this empowerment is what you need.
Yes. Ladies, a lot of women need a mindset makeover, complete overhaul. I read a post on Facebook. The lady said, a woman is nothing. She doesn't have value if she doesn't have a man. She won't have children. A woman was saying it. It wasn't a man that was saying it. And the whole thread went ballistic. This is a belief system. This is a programming that needs to be uninstalled. Because even if she marries, if something happens to the man, are you telling me that you have no value to yourself and to your family and to your children as a human being? So there's a belief system that women believe that the man covers them. The Yoruba people say, Ade covers them. That the man should cover. And it's great to have a man, but the man should not be the end all and everything. The beginning and end. The beginning and end. You must be able to have a way out. I can remember when armed robbers came to our house and my husband almost died. One of the things he said to me, I said, I know that if anything happens to me, you will be all right. You will take care of Daddy. So that's the way it should be. We should be able to empower our ladies to the point where they can take charge of the family if anything happens.
All right. Thank you so much, Ronkeposh Adeniyi, for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Well, joining us now to talk more on redefining the girl child is the director, Poshe School, Ronkeposh Adeniyi. Thank you for joining us on TVC Breakfast.
Good morning.
Great.
Now, beyond educating the girl child to redefine her role or who she is in society, what more should be done?
What more? Education. Education is everything. Everything we do is education. So once people are educated, they will give women liberty to do things, even jobs. When they go for jobs, certain jobs, they don't believe that it has to be a man's position. I mean, I can remember growing up, I'm not supposed to be the only girl amongst men. And then I grew up, I was working at Barclays Bank, and I was the only woman amongst the team of men. Whereas I was raised that I should not be amongst men. So education is really the core of it. If everybody is well aware.
But education takes different forms.
Exactly.
Right.
It doesn't have to be in a classroom. This is education. Because people are they're aware of what we're talking about. They're learning something new. If they don't already know about it, they're learning something new. So education is everything. It's informal and it's formal.
If I have to narrow it down to an environment like your school, for instance, where boys, girls, everybody comes into school, is there any conscious effort of trying to make girls understand that there's something you have to pay attention to in raising the self-esteem of girls differently?
We bring them up in the same way.
Okay.
So say, for example, we're very big on affirmations. I'm strong, I can do this. We have girls on the football team. There are not gender-specific activities in the school that girls do. So we have boys on the ballet team, typically, and we still get it anyway. Ballet. It's like people already think you're queer, that you're gay if you're in the ballet and they've seen the girls. My daughter, for example, plays soccer for her school, but typically we don't want girls to do those sort of things. We want them to do home economics, food and nutrition, those sort of things in the school. We should stop giving girls certain things to do because we think they're stereotypical, that the sort of things that girls should be doing, whereas we give the macho kind of things. So girls should also do karate. Girls
Perhaps
should do taekwondo.
The education has to be taking a step further beyond the girls themselves. We're taking it to the doorsteps of their parents, educating them as well.
Education actually starts in the home. It's not,
but if the parents are not aware, what happens?
That's where the awareness is. That's why we're having this program, to tell parents that they should empower their girl child the same way that they do for the boys. We have people that give birth to their boys in America, in the UK, but the girls will stay here. After all, they're going to marry a rich man that has gone to America. Yes. Those are the subtle things that we do, and then we relegate the girl child.
But how challenging is it going to be, especially when we are very religious people? We know the place of religion in our hearts and also our cultures, where someone feels, in fact, it is a prayer point sometimes, you will get married in the name of, and then people, amen, we hear all of these things. What impact is that having, and how challenging would it be to break free from those things, getting to know that you're not successful because you're married, necessarily?
The question has not come out yet.
What I'm asking is, how challenging would it be to break away from the stereotype of what religion and culture does to us in creating these differences?
Imbalance,
because there's a place for the woman, there's a place for the man as far as religion and culture is concerned. And we hold these things very dear.
Very, very dear. So the woman cannot speak in church, she cannot be on the pulpits, those sort of things, right? Again, those leaders need training. Those leaders also need training. They believe that there are certain roles that a woman should not take in the church. And I don't really like talking about religion because somebody can be at my doorstep wanting to kill me because I said something, and I'm really scared of people talking about religion in Nigeria because it's just something else. But there are women that in the Bible that held good positions. There's the Proverbs 31 woman that added value economically to her family.
The virtuous woman.
The virtuous woman. There are women like
even
that. Esther, Ruth, even
Deborah.
Deborah. There are women that did things in the Bible, but we don't want to see those parts. We just want to see the woman in the kitchen. They like that. We like that. We want to hide under religion. But even Jesus, there was Mary and Martha. One was worshiping, one was, let's not talk about religion.
Okay, all right. We have to leave that down.
Ronkeposh Adeniyi, thank you for speaking.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.